Picture this, a world where self-driving cars roam the streets, promising to alleviate congestion and transform our daily commute. But what if I told you that this seemingly innovative solution could actually make traffic worse? And it seems people are not happy with this.
Expanded and basically unfettered access to the city streets is a really bad idea.
In San Francisco, people have come up with a clever and amusing way to play pranks on self-driving cars, while expressing their opposition to their presence, and calling this method coning. It involves placing a single traffic cone in front of the car. Surprisingly, this action tricks the car into thinking it's unable to continue driving, causing it to immediately stop, activating its hazard lights, and waiting for assistance to resolve the situation. The exact reason behind why the cars react this way is not entirely clear. However, it is believed that this behavior is due to a safety feature designed to detect objects in front or on top of the car's bonnet. When such objects are detected, the car is programmed to stop in order to prevent any potential harm or damage. But the question that arises is, why are people doing this? And what is the reason behind their strong dislike for these cars?
As sophisticated as driverless cars are, a group called the Safe Street Rebels simply place traffic cones on the hoods of those cars, and that stops them cold.
This trend began with an activist group called Safe Street Rebel, who became concerned about recent incidents involving self-driving cars. One incident involved a vehicle from General Motors' Cruise subsidiary colliding with a bus, while another autonomous car accidentally hit a dog. According to Safe Street Rebel, these incidents played a role in fueling their opposition to the growing presence of self-driving technology. Instead of self-driving vehicles, the group hopes that policy will incentivize public transport, improve pedestrian access, and reduce reliance on cars. Self-driving cars are often seen as a quick-fix solution to traffic issues, rather than addressing the underlying problems. They're viewed as a convenient addition to our lifestyle, promising to solve the problem without requiring any significant changes. Just like get-rich-quick schemes and instant solutions that don't require changing your unhealthy lifestyle or reining in your out-of-control spending habits, self-driving cars offer a similar promise. You can continue what you've always done without the need for any significant changes. It's as if you simply add this one element, like a quirk or a thread, to your existing lifestyle, and suddenly it becomes a success story. Self-driving cars can be compared to a societal version of a get-rich-quick scheme, with one crucial difference. Instead of not changing anything, self-driving cars have the potential to actually make things much worse for society.
I just felt like so useless in this.
So why aren't self-driving cars considered a solution to traffic issues? Why do they have the potential to make things worse? And why are people expressing dislike and protesting against them? Let's take a closer look at these questions. Firstly, the primary issue is that fully developed and functional self-driving cars do not currently exist. So what are those vehicles on the road? Well, they are the prototypes and test vehicles that companies use to collect data, and reforming the technology and partnering with different organizations to exit for the profit. The main challenge is that there are a multitude of potential objects and obstacles on the roads, making it extremely difficult for an algorithm to handle. While it may be relatively easy for self-driving cars to navigate on calm streets, the real world is not solely composed of such ideal conditions. In fact, these self-driving cars often struggle to cope with regular road infrastructure, even after several years of development.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Shit! We hit that.
We actually hit it.
We hit it.
Wow, we were so close on the quarter panel. I think John
Oh
would have been
shit! I hit
distracted by that too.
I hit that for a fact.
Problem number 2 arises from the fact that self-driving cars not only need to communicate with other self-driving cars, but they also need to understand and interact with human drivers on the road. This task is highly challenging and susceptible to manipulation by people, as demonstrated by the example of stopping cars by placing a cone. Such actions can disrupt the entire system and result in traffic congestion. Furthermore, the entire infrastructure, including roads, traffic lights, pedestrian crossings, and pathways, has been designed to accommodate human drivers. Modifying this infrastructure to suit self-driving cars would require a significant investment of money and resources. Such changes could have detrimental effects on the environment and potentially introduce numerous additional problems. Problem number 3 relates to the growing dependence on cars for transportation and the increasing demand for their use. Introducing self-driving cars would exacerbate the issue by making it even more convenient for people to rely on cars. This convenience-driven approach would ultimately contribute to traffic congestion, as the number of cars exceeds the road capacity. Simply relying on self-driving cars to solve the traffic problem is not a viable solution. It would only perpetuate the same issues we currently face.
How the robo-taxis apparently didn't know how to navigate around blocked streets.
Bumper-to-bumper traffic in the hours after San Francisco's Pride Parade. But look closely. That is a Waymo self-driving car stalled out in the intersection of 3rd and Howard on Sunday around 3 p.m.
The actual solution lies in reimagining and reconstructing our cities. This involves creating denser urban areas with local town centers that are easily accessible on foot. Additionally, developing efficient and reliable public transportation systems is crucial. Self-driving cars, on the other hand, are merely an easy way out. They allow us to evade the responsibility of making substantial improvements to our towns and cities. By relying solely on self-driving cars, we are avoiding the need to change our wasteful lifestyles. However, this approach is doomed to fail in the long run. Just like training your abs for a few weeks with an app won't get you into shape if you lead a sedentary and unhealthy lifestyle with a poor diet. Following numerous get-rich-quick schemes won't make you wealthy if your spending habits are out of control and lack discipline. Even if all cars were transformed into self-driving vehicles, traffic conditions would not improve unless we address the underlying problem of our car-centric and inefficient approach to city planning and infrastructure. To bring about positive change, we must make a concerted effort. Self-driving cars are merely a means to evade our responsibility, and we should not rely on them to solve the issues at hand. They're incapable of providing the solutions we need. Instead, we should focus on human-centric planning that promotes walkable urban areas and invest in robust public transport systems. These are the keys to achieving meaningful improvements in our transportation systems and addressing traffic challenges effectively. Thank you for watching. And if you like my content, please subscribe and watch this next video.